Oh, hello, everyone. It's good to see you again, guys. How have you
Hello,
been?
Mister.
Hello.
Mister, I saw you yesterday with my
Mm,
brother
Yeah, where?
in the studio of my house. Too.
Studio in your house? Where? By the way.
With my brother, Rodrigo.
Yeah,
I
you're
saw
right.
you yesterday, Mister.
Yeah, I was giving some tutoring from Rodrigo. I'm so sorry because at this moment, in this hour, after 5 classes, I'm losing my head sometimes. But now I'm right. Yeah, you're right. Okay. So that was the class I gave it to the brother. This is the name of that class that will be physics. And a few years later, if God wills, I'm going to teach you those lessons in that way when you're going
And
to
I
do
don't
them.
want Mister when my brother was telling my dad what you were like teaching,
Mhm.
or like I don't know why, but it was like about ladders and something that I was what? I don't
Okay.
understand nothing about it.
No, I know because it's a something complicated class, and you're going to learn those concepts in around 1, 2, 3 years later. You're going to learn a few concepts. All right. So today we're going to continue with the review. Don't worry about it. This is not part. This is not not a part of your lesson. This is a midpoint formula. You're going to learn another situation. Yes, Andre. Yes, Andre. You're writing some kind of note. By the way, Isabella, you did well. Excellent job.
thank you,
I
Mr.
I sent you your final grade on mail a few hours ago. Okay, you can able to check them. All right.
Okay,
Mister, I never asked you if you already saw the procedure that I was telling, yeah, like 2 days ago. You
Well,
already checked.
actually, I don't remember.
Mr. Can
I'm
you
sorry.
review really quickly the distributive property because I my brain is like messed
Okay,
up and
I'll
stuff.
do it. I'll review the theory property. I'll do it. Yes, Andre. Yes, Andre.
Mister,
Mm-hmm.
in the temario,
Mm-hmm.
I see that in the book, some lessons or topics are not in the book. I don't have the list to
Okay.
one factor.
Okay.
Where
Hold
it's
on.
from.
Let me looking for the topics because I have a lot of things on my mind. Sometimes I
Yes,
need some kind of help looking for the topics. Hold on.
yes, it's
And I'm going to
because yes,
share and I'm going to share the screen. Just hold on. Let
okay.
me looking for. Okay. Hold on, Andre. All right. We're going to share screen. Okay. And at the moment going to share the screen, the topics we're supposed to study in the first quarter will be chapter 1, expression and patterns, right? Chapter 2, integers, and chapter number 3, rational numbers. Okay, that will
Yes,
be the name of this topic. And your question is?
it's because it's because that is the guide, but the topics weren't saying that the manual.
Yeah, well,
Um,
actually, the topics in the temario. Well, remember, expressions and patterns, that means algebraical expressions and patterns that we're supposed to apply in this case, obviously how to write algebraical expressions, how to solve some kind of algebraical expressions. We can apply the distributive property and lightness, addition, subtraction of polynomials. You're going to see in your book, in your textbook. So in your textbook is a simple way just like for students for 4th and 5th grade. And your guys are supposed to be in 7th grade. That's why I'll modify some kind of exercise and give it you for a little bit more handicap in that situation. In another situation, for example, in the number 2, we have algebraical expression. Actually, one of them of you guys asked me for the how we can calculate that average or the score that we're supposed to have in the average. And we can write an algebraic expression over here. And at the same time, we can use the coordinate plane. And you're going to see the coordinate plane appears in your book, your textbook. Only I'm providing us in order of the moment. We are combining algebraic expressions and at the same time the the equation of the line and how to create a algebraic expression and using the coordinate plane. For example, well, actually, Isabella, this is one of the problems that I gave you to Isabella yesterday for classwork. Kendra saving, no, 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 that was not line. No, that was this one. A computer printer can print 12 pages per text per minute. And I'm asking for the, you have to create equation and sketch the graph. So if you see, we are accomplished with the periodic operations and also with the coordinate plane. And this is a part of the topics in 7th grade. Okay. And that's why, because in your book, you have the topics and the legs are a little bit scrambled. That's why the main purpose of this situation is create a study guide. We're going to include the expression, the exercise that we're supposed to study and practice according to the topics. That's why, my dear students, we're going to apply these distributive properties, polynomials, actually arithmetic sequences, in actually we have to learn how to calculate the square of the numbers. And actually in your book, in your textbook, never explain you how we can calculate the square of the number. In your textbook, you're going to find like a, for example, estimate the square root of any number. And the textbook show us only one singular line, and you're going to divide one number to another one, round the number, and that number will be approaches. And actually, in practical terms, you don't need to know how to approaches. I explained you how to do it in real life situation, how we can do it in real conditions. You don't need to approximate. You really need to know how to do one singular problem. And that's why I'm modifying some kind of lessons in your textbook, just to provide an excellent basis from 7th grade students. Okay, Andre? But we include all the topics. And guys, nobody has to miss, okay? Just to study from the bimester exam, Justin has told you already. Please study from this study guide. That's why study guide, study guide, study guide. Because in this problem, I'm going to take a few problems. I know I won't going to say, I'm going to take that one, that one. No, 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 no. If you solve all of them, you're going to have a higher probability you obtain a good grade, right? But I'm going to take the exam from this study guide because it's will be working to practice, to know what you have to do, the situations, okay? And I know in the rational numbers, I'm not doing a lot of examples with this one because you're perfectly will manage these numbers. You can perfectly add it, subtract it, multiply and divide fractions with equals and different denominator. And actually the last class, I congratulate you guys because you did well. In this case, you know how to calculate the prime factors and least common denominator and greatest common factor. And we have some applications, of least common factor and greatest common denominator. Okay. So, Andre, don't lose your mind, your patience, your head. No, 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 don't worry about it. Please practice about this study guide and please check the videos. Every video you're going to see any lesson, every problem. Obviously not the same problems. However, we're going to find out similarity problems. Okay? Understood, Andre? Andre?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, guys. Now, somebody, I think was Maria, right? You asked me about a problem
The
for this
distributive property.
distributive property. Okay, I'm going to I'm going to raise that white. I'm going to change the camera. Okay, and let me hold on. This is geometry, by the way. You're going to learn these topics a few years later in 10th grade. Don't
Mr.
worry. Uh-huh.
Ever since 6th grade or like finishing 5th grade, whenever my teachers would say like, oh, this is coming in your exam where you're gonna learn this, my anxiety went over the roof. So like every time you're like, oh, we're gonna learn this, I start picking my nails, and it's like I get nervous. There's so much letters, and like,
Don't be nervous. If you see, actually, we have it could be a algebraical expression. If you see, for example, I know this is not a part of your topics, but just to let you know, you could imagine, just for the little explanation. We have a line between the point A onto the point C, and B is between them. And the problem gave us or says that distance between A and B will be phi n plus 5. And the distance between B and C, okay, will be 2n. And the entire distance, the total measure between A and C will be 54 units. So the problem asking for, find what will be the variable, in this case, the letter N, and what will be the measure, the line BC.
but Mister,
Uh-huh.
the part of the process where I'm like confused, it's like I know you get the first digit or like the first number and
Mhm.
multiply it with the another first number of the other parentheses.
Mhm.
But it's the powers that I get confused because it's, for example, 2x by the power of 2
Oh, yeah.
times 2x
Okay, okay.
normal. It's going to be 4x.
Exactly. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I know. Okay, let me erase the whiteboard then, and I'm going to show you the process of distributive property. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Remember, at the moment when to multiply variables, I mean letter with letter, actually we're going to copy the letter and we're going to add their, sorry, we're going to add their powers. This is the meaning of the situation. Okay, let me explain you. Okay, we have, for example, let me erase this one and I'm going to write like a title, distributive property. Okay, these three property. All right. Okay, let me know. No, I have to move the camera, right?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. No,
Yes,
better. Okay,
better.
I'm going to give you an example. For example, we have this expression. We have 5x 6 power minus 3x third power plus 2x minus 1. Okay, this expression must be multiplied by 2x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, we have to multiply 1, 2, 3, 4 terms versus 3 terms, right? What
Yes.
we have to do? First of all, we have to focus in a one singular order. I mean, I'm going to start with 5x6 power multiplied by 2x by 5x and at the same time by 6, okay? Follow the red line, okay?
Yes.
Focus in the numbers, okay? First of all, in the numbers. 5 times 2 will be
10.
10. Okay. How about with the letters? Actually, we won't multiply the letters. I'm going to copy the letter X and the powers always, without exception, we're going to add. You won't need to multiply 6 plus times 2. No. In the letters, I'm going to copy the variable, the letter, and add the numbers. Would you like to tell me how much
Uh,
is 6
8,
plus 2? Will
8,
be 8.
8.
8. Perfect. So the first one will be 10x at the 8th power. Continue. Numbers first. 5 times 5,
25.
25. Positive, negative.
Positive.
Positive 25. Okay. Now I'm going to copy the letter X and I'm going to add the powers. This is 6. And we won't see any number. This is a number one imaginary number.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that will be X at the what power?
Seventh power?
7th power. Perfect.
Okay, I was
And
confused of that because I thought that if an x didn't have a power, you just like put x and the power before.
Yeah. So every time you're going to see only letter X, letter Y, letter Z, that means we're going to have a power one. That's why we have the name of that polynomial that will be a linear power. But we're going to learn with more details that behavior. Okay. And the last one, 5 multiplied by 6,
It's 30.
30, right? And because 6 doesn't have letter X, I'm going to copy obviously X to the sixth power. Understood until this far?
Yes.
Okay, now we're going to repeat the process. Ay,
With
sorry.
3
I'm going
by
to read
3x by the power
with
of 3.
negative 3x, third power. With this first one, second one, and the last one. Just follow the colors and be careful with the sign. For example, focus in the numbers first. Negative 3 times 2,
Negative 6.
negative 6. Okay, negative 6, I'm going to copy the letter X and add the powers. We had 3, and that 2 will be
5.
5. Perfect. 5. Next one. Negative 3 times 5,
It's going to be negative 15.
negative 15. Perfect. Copy the letter X. And if you see third power and one power, so
4 power.
4 power. Exactly. 4 power. Now, negative 3 times 6,
It's going to be negative 18.
negative 18. Exactly. And because the letter 6 doesn't have letter X, I'm going to copy X cubed. All right. Now
Yes.
continue. Understood until this far?
Yes.
Okay, now continue with 2x. Focus in the colors. I know this is like a rainbow, right? But actually,
Yes.
this is the bad idea. You got the point, okay? Follow the orange line, okay? And be focused with the sign. 2 times 2
4.
4.
will be 4. Excellent, okay, 4. I'm going to copy the letter X and add the powers. This is the number 1 imaginary number. And we have the number 2. For that
3.
reason, X will be
3.
3.
3.
Perfect. Or third power, if you wish. Third power. Continue. 2 times 5,
10.
10. Positive, negative.
Positive.
Positive 10. 10 what? 10
10.
X?
No.
Uh-huh. 10
10
X?
2.
Excuse me?
X2.
X2 or second power. Perfect. Because we have a 1 imaginary number. We have a 1 imaginary number, 1 plus 1 will be 2. And finally, 2x times 6, will be positive 12x.
12.
Why I'm copying only the letter X? Because there is no letter X in the number 6. And finally, let's focus with the number 1. We're going to use the blue arrows. I know, 1, la la, and la la. Focus in the blue ones, right? I'm going to
Yeah.
continue. I'm going to continue over here, right?
Yeah.
Just for not
Yeah.
trying to move in the camera. All right. If you see, in this case, the number 1 doesn't have letter X. For that reason, I'm going to copy the same powers in the letter X, but we have to
2x
multiply by the number
by the
1, right?
second power.
Negative 1 times 2x squared will be,
2x by the second power.
but negative, right? Because
Yes.
negative times positive will be negative 2x second power. Negative 1 times 5 will be,
It's going to be negative 6.
excuse
Negative
me,
5, sorry.
negative 5. Negative 5x. Because number 1 doesn't have letter X. And finally, negative 1 times positive 6 will be negative
Negative
6.
6.
Okay, we're fulfilled this distributive property, this huge distributive property, right?
Yes.
Now we have to looking for like terms. Like terms, what does that mean? We're going to have the same variable, I mean the same letter, but not only with the same letter. We're going to add and also start the numbers who have the same letter and the same power. And I'm going to arrange those values since the variable who has the highest power or the greatest power onto the less power. For example, if you see, we have only 10x 8 power. There's no more than that. So I'm going to copy over here 10x 8 power. Another one after 8 will be 7. We have only one 7 over here. No more than that. Okay. I'm going to copy 25 x 7 power.
So we're just looking at the powers.
Exactly.
Okay.
So now with x6 power, another x6 power, there's no another one. Okay. So we're going to copy 30 x 6 power. Now trying to looking for fifth power.
Nope.
Nope. Only negative 6, right?
Yes.
Negative 6 x fifth power. Next one will be 4 power. Nope, there's
Nope.
no 4 power. Okay. Negative 15x 4 power. Now, third power. As soon as you can see, we have these two beauties, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be
18, 14. So in this case, we have like terms. What we have to do, add or subtract the numbers and copy the variable. You don't need to add the powers. The powers will be added only at the moment when to multiply. No, at the moment, addition or subtraction, going to copy only the letter X with their power. So
yeah.
negative 18 plus 4,
Negative 14.
negative 14. And I'm going to copy x cubed. You don't need to add 3 minus 3, 0, or saying 3 plus 3 will be 6. No, 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 no. Only copy the letter x. All right. Now,
Yeah.
we have to looking for another like terms. If you see, we have 10x squared and we have negative 2x like terms, right? Because we have the
Yes.
same letter and the same power. So 10 minus 2 will be
8.
8 what? Positive or negative?
Negative.
No, who is the bigger
Positive.
number? Positive. Now, remember, we are not guessing, we are guessing it
Yes.
will be positive, negative. Remember, we have two different quantities. One positive, one negative, one to subtract, and we're going to copy the sign who's the biggest number because 10 is greater than 2. That will be positive because the sign will be of the number 10 with the greater one, it's positive. Okay,
Yes.
so will be 8x squared. And,
Yeah.
and another one, if you see,
12x and 5x.
will be subtract, right? So
Yes, and it's gonna be negative 7x.
are you sure negative? Who has the
Oh,
greater? Who is
positive.
positive? The greater numbers is 12, and 12 has a positive sign, and the smaller number is 5, it has a negative. You know, you have to subtract and copy the sign whose belongs to the greater number. For that reason will be positive 7x. And finally, because there's not another number without the letter X, I'm going to copy negative 6. And my dear students, this is going to be the answer of this beautiful
Oh,
distributive
thank you. Now I
problem.
understand.
All right, excellent. So it doesn't matter. I could arrange a different way to do it in this situation. And at the end, the result will be the same. In the next quarter, obviously, we're going to learn more than that. We know how to add, subtract, and multiply polynomials that we call algebraical expressions. In the next quarter, we're going to learn how to not only addition, subtraction, and product, we're going to learn how to simplify polynomials by the division. Well, in the division polynomial by a monomial, in the product, we are adding their powers. In the division, going to subtract. But we're going to learn that lesson in the next quarter. And also, we're going to apply the law with exponents. And after that, we're going to learn how to write that scientific notation. I don't know, in sixth grade, have you ever seen that topic, scientific notation, before? No, right? Well, don't worry.
No.
Okay, that will be the first time you're going to learn how to write a huge number in a scientific notation and scientific notation into a number. This topic is useful in another subject, like for example, science. Science is useful in the scientific notation, and also physics is using a lot of things that scientific notation. Biology are using that scientific notation because it's a simple way how we can rewrite a huge number into a smaller one has equivalent expression. Okay, so I really want to explain you, obviously, just a part of the review, one singular example that you have in the study guide, but it's almost the same. In the problem number 2, this is a different way with distributive property. Okay, we have the vertices of triangle are given. What will be those vertices? I'm going to say vertex A will be 2 with 7 or 2 with 5. 2 with 5. The vertex B, we can say, all right, 2 with 5, 2 with -4. And actually, the last one will be vertex C, will be, let me see what we got. See, we got, for example, 3 with 6. Okay, 3 with 6. All right, we have these 3 vertex. All right, and after this 3 vertex of the triangle, if this triangle, triangle moves, for example, 2 units left and 5 units upward, and 5 units upward, find, sorry, the new vertex, the new vertices of the triangle and drop the translation. Well, in simple words, what we have to do in this situation, right? We have the 3 vertices of the triangle. Okay, obviously the first thing that we have to do is draw the coordinate plane and graph the 3 vertices, connect them, and going to have the right triangle. And basically, we have to pay attention what the problem says. The problem says this triangle moves 2 units left and 5 units upward. Okay, remember, the first number that we're talking about belongs to the letter X. And the second one belongs to the letter Y. And at the moment, we're going to apply the situation to find a new vertex. For example, we have A, B, C. Now the next 2 vertices will be D, E, F. We have to follow. For example, moves 3 units left. What does that mean? The number 3 will be negative or positive?
Negative.
That will be negative because we're moving 3 units left. Then what we have to do?
No,
The
it will
first
be
number,
zero.
excuse me,
No. Yeah, it will be negative. Sorry.
that will be negative because moving to the left side. And at the moment, I'm going to find out the vertex. I'm going to add or subtract, depending the case, what will be the results. Okay, let me show you. Just to let you know, the vertex A, okay? We have the vertex A that will be 2, 5, okay? So the translation continue, remember, A, B, C, the next one will be D, right? I'm going to copy the vertex D. Okay, so what the problem says, moves 2 units left, now -3, right? Sorry, 2 units left, that will be -2 units. And that quantity I'm going to add with the first number. For example, I had the number 2 and I have to move 2 units left. What will be 2 minus 2? will be equal
0.
0. So the first number in the vertex D will be 0. And how about the second one? In 5 units over. In the second one, over, remember,
5.
over, that will be
7.
positive. All right. So 5 units over, that means, think about it. The letter X is a horizontal line, right? And the letter
Yes.
Y or the Y-axis is a vertical line. Be careful. At the beginning says move at this translation, that means in the letter X we can move right, left, and the Y-axis can move upward or downward. For that reason, in the second part when I mentioned 5 units upward, that means the Y-axis will moving 5 units upward. I
So it's
mean,
5 plus 5.
exactly 5 plus 5 will be
10.
10. So the new vertex, the vertex D, will be 0 with 10. Okay? Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Same happened with the letter B. Pay attention to the letter B. Vertex B, we have 2, comma, -4, right? And we're going to buy obviously D, the next letter will be E, right? Same happen. Moves 2 units left. Coincidence, right? 2 minus 2 will be
0.
0. Okay, we need to copy the number 0. And another one, 5 units over, 5 units. And we have
Going
-4,
to 1.
that will be
-2.
-2.
It's going to be positive 1.
Positive 1. Perfect. Because problem says 5 units over, I mean positive 5,
5.
5, 5. And we have
Oh, yeah.
-4 over here. What does that mean? 5 minus 4 will be 1.
If. Yeah.
Understood until this part?
Yes.
All right. And the letter C, same happens. Letter C, we have the units 3, 6. For that reason, the next vertex will be the vertex F. Okay, give me a hint. The problem
1.
says moves 2 units left. So -2 plus 3 will be 1, right?
Yes.
1. And another one will be 5 units over, and that in the y-axis will be 6.
11.
That
11.
will be 11. Ugh.
And I get geeked up.
And that's it. That's all that we finally found the original vertex and the translation. What will be the next step? Simple. The next step will be create the coordinate plane and sketch obviously a 3 original vertex, and after that the another ones. Okay. I don't know if you can, did you copy that already or not yet? Okay, copy this
Not
one,
yet. I'm gonna copy.
and let me know when you're finished. Okay. Meanwhile,
Yes.
you are copy that one. I'm going to create the coordinate plane in the second right, in the second part of the whiteboard. Actually, in the right side. And remember, if you have doubts or questions, don't hesitate to let me know. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Okay. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, no. Why? Oh, you had to do it at once again. No, why? Calculé mal la medida. Ya sé lo que voy a hacer. Te, te. Ujú, 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 ujú. Okidoki, better. Mm, ujú. Okay, have you done to copy the first side of the whiteboard?
Yep. Yes,
Okie
Master.
dokie then. Yeah, because I'm done to create the coordinate plane. Okay, this is a huge coordinate plane, right? Because I really have to show you how we're going to graph this triangle. First of all, because if you remember, we are using the purple marker, right? To remarkable what will be the three vertices, right? So in the point 8, remember that was 2 units with 5 units, okay? 2 with 5. This is going to be the first vertex, okay? The second one was 2 units with -4 units. That will be the vertex B. And the vertex C, that will be 3 units with 6 units. Let me see it. Yeah, 3 with 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6. Okie dokie. 3 units with 6 units. All right. This is going to be the vertex C, right? So we have the 3 points. I'm going to connect them and create the triangle. Okay. Let me handle this. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. And obviously C with B. And that's it. We have the 3 vertices, okay? This is the vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. I don't know if you really want to label, the vertex once again, or that's fine with you, guys?
Huh?
Do you really want to label the vertex, or that's fine with you?
I guess the label so we don't get confused.
Okay. Now I'm going to label over here. Remember, letter C was 3 with 6. Letter B was 2 with -4. Okay. And the letter A, remember that was 2 with 5. Okay. 2 with 5. That will be the original triangle. Now let's going to draw that translation with the blue one. In the translation, we have the vertex D that will be 0 with 10. 0 with 10. This is going to be the vertex D. 0, 10. Gosh, fell. 0 with 10. All right. Now, the another one, the vertex E, will be 0 with 1. This is going to be the vertex E. 0 with 1. Okay. And finally, the vertex F will be 1 with 11 over here. All right. And this is going to be the vertex F will be 1 with 11. All right. And this is what we call translation. I mean, what will be the behavior of the triangle at the moment we're going to move those coordinates, those vertex. I mean, we can count, going to count, connect this, the first 2 points over here, another one over here, and the last one.
So, Mr., we only pay attention to the second number.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the first one and the second one, obviously, because remember the first number in the translation of the coordinate planes, remember the first coordinate, the letter X, could move left or right side, okay? And the y-axis can move upward or downward, okay? That's why we have to be focused at the moment we're to create the new vertices. Understood?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Excellent. And we have a reflection of those triangles, right? If you see, it's the same picture, but in different position.
Mister,
Okay. Uh-huh.
we already passed 6 minutes.
You're right, but why nobody told me that one?
I
Why?
I was copying and
I
I just
knew
saw
till
my,
now.
my
I knew till now.
yeah, me too.
Well,
I was copying and I saw my watch and it says 11:17.
yeah, you're right. So sorry, guys. Okay, don't worry about it. I'm going to take a picture of this problem and going to send you the group, okay? I won't delay it anymore. Okay, guys, thank you for attendance. Have a great and wonderful day. All right,
Bye,
Bye,
miss.
see you
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.